What's up, YouTube? Cam that guy here. I'm back once again with another YouTube video. So in this YouTube video, I'm about to be telling women what can they do, to improve their personality. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about to get ready to do. You know what I mean? I think this is something that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? No, this is only pertaining to me, not other men. You know what I'm saying? But I think, you know what I'm saying, I'm not necessarily telling you how to act per se, but I'm kind of just giving you a little guidance. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you a little guidance, a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girls, they don't realize this, but having a good personality is the biggest turn on as a woman. Like, can I vibe with you? You see what I'm saying? That's the biggest turn on. You see what I'm saying? I want you to know, you know what I mean? It go personality then looks. You see what I'm saying? So how you are as a person matters. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know, you know what I mean? Like, can I catch a vibe with you? Can we mesh? You see what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's go and get into that. You know what I mean? So when it pertains to me and women and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? I don't have good track work. You know what I mean? But there has been, you know what I'm saying, some genuine hoes I crossed paths with. You know what I mean? For example, you can take a look at Good Memories, right? Good Memories EP, I explained that, you know what I'm saying? There was some genuine hoes, in that soliloquy. There was some genuine hoes in there, you know what I'm saying? Even prior to that, there was some genuine hoes in high school. You know what I'm saying? There was some genuine hoes in middle school. You see what I'm saying? Genuine hoes elementary, right? So I've come across genuine hoes before. You see what I'm saying? But in recent memory, I have not been able to do it. So I'm trying to go ahead and give help and some guidance to women out there and shit that live in my city, right? That's what I'm trying to do right now. So if you're new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get to it. So here we go, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever pertains to this situation, you know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I mean? Here's what you can do as a woman to improve yourself. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Let's begin like this. Stop trying to get in an argument with me and stop trying to get me shot. You know what I'm saying? That right there is not the option. You know what I'm saying? Don't call police, try to get me locked up, this, that, and the third. That's not my calling. You see what I'm saying? My calling is not to be locked up in jail. You see what I'm saying? And speak from a jail cell. You know what I mean? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you, right? And even outside of that, for you to shoot me down or whatever, that's even more stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you killing me for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you are an evil tyrant. You're a bot. You see what I'm saying? You cannot speak to me any way you want. You need to speak with me with some respect and dignity. That's what you need to do and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you dish out, you better be able to take it. You cannot talk to me any way you want. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do that. You know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I need my respect. You know what I'm saying? I need for y'all, you know what I'm saying, come correct and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Because when I become available again next year, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be obliged into a lot more things. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I mean, be on good behavior and shit and be prepared, you know what I'm saying, for me to, you know what I'm saying, come at you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But even outside of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna be doing this a lot because like I'm gonna take myself back off in a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be available, but not for long. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what I'm doing is a shit. I know a couple of hoes, they're going to want to test me out. They're going to want to see, you know what I'm saying, what I'm about. Okay, cool. But at the very least, can I have some genuine fucking hoes, you know what I'm saying, that actually want to talk to me and be a good person, not a tyrant. You know what I'm saying? Can you be a good person that actually want to talk to me and get to know me? You know what I'm saying? How hard is that? You know what I'm saying? So let's see, you know what I'm saying, if we can get that done and stuff. All right, but anyway, let's get into the helping part. What can we do, right? So here we go, man. So obviously, here's what you can do. If I go on my way to talk to you, first of all, you gotta be yourself. You see what I'm saying? Being yourself is the most important thing. Don't try to be no tyrant. Don't try to be some unborn entity. Don't try to be some boy. Don't try to be some girl you jealous of. You just be you. You know what I'm saying? If you be you, you know what I'm saying? That's the best way to attract me, right? Number two, you know what I'm saying? Know how to keep a conversation going. If I ask you questions, I'll say about 4 to 5 questions in, you should begin to ask me a question back. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff. When you do this keeps the conversation going and keeps both of us engaged and it keeps me more comfortable. Because as I begin to keep asking questions, yeah, you might give me an explanation, but I'm going to feel uncomfortable and I'm going to feel like you're not interested. So I'm just going to simply, you know what I'm saying, walk away. That's how it's going to be and shit, you know what I mean? So you need to make sure, you know what I'm saying, when I go out my way and ask you questions. This is mainly towards next year, but even currently I might be forced to talk to hoes or some shit, right? Just as I'm asking you questions, if it seems like I'm talking to you or whatever, you know what I'm saying, ask a question back. That's how you have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You don't just sit here and answer questions. Like, I'm not interviewing you for no job. You know what I'm saying? So when I, go out my way, especially like if I go out my way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to at least ask me some questions back. You know, so you need to at least do that. You know what I mean? That's having, conversation and social skills. You know what I'm saying? So you need to make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying? Outside that, you know what I'm saying? So I said be yourself and then ask questions back. Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I would say this, you know what I mean? This is something that, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to take into consideration, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, Whenever it pertains, you know what I'm saying, to you and give me contact information. You know what I'm saying? This is important, you know what I'm saying? Now obviously, if I ask for contact information, do give it to me because if you reject my contact information, it makes me not even want to even approach girls anymore. You see what I'm saying? So when I ask for a number, even if you turn it down, give me your social media. Like, I can't give you a number. I can give you Instagram or something like that. Do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But even in recent memory, you know what I'm saying? I've had a higher success rate with getting something from a girl versus back in the job arc. In job arc, I had no chance. That's kind of what it was and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, I could go out to a hoe right now and have a higher chance of getting some type of contact information from them versus in the past. That's something that I have noticed. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I would say though, if I do end up going out my way and talking to you, you know what I'm saying. Give me, you know what I'm saying, contact information. You know what I'm saying? So you need to give me either a number or social media. If I ask for it. You see what I'm saying? If I don't ask for it, you know what I'm saying, don't give it to me, obviously, because I'm not interested. You know what I mean? So I just want to clarify that you never know, you know what I'm saying? I might be in the gym one day. I might see somebody, that might be from Los Angeles, you know what I mean? Or might be from New York, might be from, you know what I'm saying, Nevada. They want to come fly out, they're a celebrity. I just don't know about them. I might be talking to you. If I ask for your shit, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it goes and stuff, you know what I mean? So I just want y'all to know that, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it is, you know what I'm saying? Come next year, I'm really going to be, like, in the function. I'm really going to be in the mix. So I want y'all, be prepared for that and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I named about 3 things. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep this video not that long. I'm actually getting ready to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? So I said this, done it there. No, I would say this. You know what I'm saying? For girls that do try to get my attention, I would say at the very least, look up to par. But not only outside of that, have a personality and have a career. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to have. You know what I mean? I mean, if you a girl, you know what I mean. If you trying to get my attention, the best way to get my attention is to look good. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Just based off first observation, you need to look appealing. You see what I'm saying? Because I mean, if I'm sitting down or whatever, right, just minding my business, and then you kind of you average or whatever, you just happen to get my attention. It's like I don't really care. I don't really care to even talk to you. I don't care to even butt heads with you. Like I will butt heads with a cute girl over an average girl. Truthfully, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the situation and shit. So I'm just saying for like a higher success rate of any engagement from me, you know what I'm saying? You need to look up to par. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. You know what I mean? That's kind of situation. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say looks matter. But when it comes to you just being a complete stranger, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now if I'm seeing you day in and day out, like at a job or school, if I'm getting to know you or some shit, that look should go out the window. I'm like, okay, she has a good personality and she got a career going for herself. I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it is. So I want to, say that for clarity. You know what I'm saying? I will definitely take an average girl with a good personality and a career over a girl that just look good. But whenever it pertains to us just being strangers, like I don't really care. Like you got to look good in order for me to really like entertain you. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being honest and shit. You know what I mean? And we're gonna stop right there. You know what I'm saying? So I named a couple things for y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. So that's a couple of things that, you know, you girls can do to improve yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is something I never mentioned on my YouTube channel before, and this is something I felt like mentioning. You know what I mean? So this is going to help and shit. Obviously, I'm single and not available, but I said celebrity host, you could come out and view me. This is good documentation. So when I become, you know, available and go on Instagram and TikTok, all that other shit, you know, you can show me you. You know, I can take you to consideration because I do plan to date. I do plan to date once I become available and shit. To come next year, you know what I'm saying? I am obliged to a lot more hoes out there. So y'all, you know, be ready and shit. Don't be low vibrational. Don't try to call the cops. Entertain me. Let's have this argument. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. You know what I mean? All that other stuff, right? You cannot talk to me anywhere you want. So you dish out me. You need to be prepared to take it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know I'm more talented than you. You know I got more purpose than you. And your boyfriend put together. I look better than your man, and I'm better than your boyfriend. So you know what I'm saying? You know I'm gonna come with you with that energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So make sure, you know what I'm saying, you're ready to take my tape backs and all that other stuff. And you know, let's have this argument and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be and stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking forward to. Outside that, for the good, positive girls out there, you know what I'm saying, that want to actually talk to me and get to know me, and you know what I mean, have intent. You know what I'm saying? With being around me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to it. You come at me, you know, correctly, nicely and shit like that. We can talk. You have a good chance of being my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's what it come down to, shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what's at stake and shit. You know what I mean? So outside of that, you know what I'm saying, I hope y'all enjoy, you know what I'm saying, what I had to say and stuff like that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.